Finally, come with me.
Okay.
Forget about it.
You didn't answer my question though, Mr. Keeper. Suppose he wasn't that harsh though. I was harsh to be harsh on him.
There. Climb the stairs. Go to the statue and speak with the Grand Master. No idle talking, no stupid gazing. Right?
Aye, Capitan.
Very well. The entire third and fourth sigils are gathered in there, so show some respect. And now, walk blessed, brother.
Oh shit. Call me brother. Damn, that must have been hard. Must have been very hard. Kalia, how's it going?
It is time. Come forward, Prophet. I know what you are feeling. Mistrust. For it is the first time in the history of the Order that a stranger will receive the holy consecration. You consider it a treason against our charter, and therefore against us all. And indeed, it is true that traditions have strengthened the Order. We have ruled this land for millennia, and for millennia we have prevailed. And I know that what happened 2 years ago has unsettled you. Yes, we are in a crisis. Yes, our foundation seems to be shattered. And now you believe that I profane even what little is left by consecrating a pathless one. But you are wrong. It was always people who have given strength to the Order. People like you and me. Yes, we did serve the Lightborn, but because they embodied an idea. The idea of peace through stability. And even now, after their demise, we will pursue this idea. We are facing a threat that endangers the world as we know it. And to fight it, we need one thing above all others, the readiness to make sacrifices for the greater good. This man, like Novice Sakarish, has shown this readiness. He is talented and has a gift, and thus carries responsibility. But instead of running from this responsibility, he faced it and found us. Consecrated ones, repeat my words. This is the day when my old me dies away. For today, I receive the sigil.
This is the day when my old me dies away. For today, I receive my sigil.
This is the day when my old me dies away. For today I receive the sigil.
From now on, I live to protect, by sword and mind, the path, my land, and those who are without strength.
From now on I live to protect my sword and mind, the path, my land, and those who are without strength.
From now on I live to protect, by sword and mind, the path, my land, and those who are without strength.
Until death absolves me from my duty.
Until death absolves me from my duty.
Until death absolves me from my duty.
Thus, you are elevated to keepers of the first sigil. Rise.
Ooh.
Now let us all recite the holy words. Thou art my light, my glimmer at the horizon.
Oh, can you slow down?
Thy name is my sacrament, and thy path I will honor in life as in death. May your light guide me.
Guide me.
Leave now, brothers and sisters, and rest. We will need our strength. Go and get your armor at the temple's forge. After that, meet me in the Emporium. There's news.
Brother, did you get my letter?
So what are these sigils?
Ranks.
I did.
After a novice has passed the trial, he is raised into the first sigil.
Alright, cheers, mate. I just wanted to get the knowledge point. See ya! Oh god, you guys exploded, didn't you? Like you were holding your breath. You found it very hard to keep quiet, didn't you guys?
Walk blessed.
Yes, walk blessed. Keeper. Keeper of the first sigil? Haha. Look at me, I'm a keeper now. Hey, brother.
Prophet?
Prophet? Oh. Oh, sir. Oh, that gets me good. Thank you. That was really kind of you. I've been shown nothing but contempt, but you... Oof. Thank you.
In life, as in death.
That was actually unexpected. Got me good, man.
What?
No, there it is. Now it's gone. Oh. I'm a keeper of the Holy Order and I got my...
What?
Trying to prevail in this
You're the
moment.
one they call the Prophet, right?
Correct.
Oh, congratulations on passing the trial.
Thank you.
Yes.
You're the one they call the prophet.
That is correct.
Aren't you? You're the one
Oh,
they call the
God.
prophet.
Congratulations
Aren't
on
you?
Oh
passing
god,
the
please.
trial.
Fangirls, no.
Congratulations on
Yes.
passing the trial.
Okay, thank you.
I
Kim,
guess.
don't judge them. It's okay, Kim. My eyes not wandering at all. Not at all. You're the only one for me, babe. Having said that, you know, just putting it out there. There's always room for more. Always room for more power to go around and all that stuff, you know. Alright, so Forge is down that way. Cool.
Have you heard? Apparently the Blue Islands Coalition sent an emissary here to Enderal.
Did they?
Despite the wars. They are bold. I gotta give them that.
You know, your age doesn't match your voice, but I'm okay with this. And yes, I did know, and I met her before. Pretty cool lady. Very open, I want to say. Howdy! Something about a, armor set?
Now, if it isn't the notorious Prodigy. Halder Stronghand, blacksmith of the Holy Order by my path. Pleasure to meet you.
You too, Helder. The Grandmaster said I can get some gear here.
Ah, right. The highly debated new keeper. You suddenly have caused some uproar. I'll give you that. So, robes, mail, or plate?
Oh, we definitely have to go with the robes, don't we?
Fine, here you go. And no matter what you think of all this, wearing this armor is an honor. Get that into your head. Most of us had to wait decades for it.
Bloody hell. Well, I just want to sell it all back to you.
Sure. You'll have to pay normally, though. As
What?
much as the Grandmaster favors you, metal and work don't come for free.
What? How dare you? Do you know who I am? What did we get? Yep, keep is better and it's not superior yet. It's not even enchanted. Oh. And 9 shield. No, thank you. Swashbuckler. Sneaks. No. Oh, God, but the keeper? Gosh, you guys. I was planning on using the Ratcatcher set. Might still see what its bonuses are, but it is not exactly great for me because the one-handed
Walk
attacks and all that.
blessed.
Can I sell you some
Sure.
stuff? Right.
Walk blessed.
If I was to
So,
improve this.
you actually made
Ah,
it, Prodigy.
shit.
Congratulations. Even though I'm not sure everyone is as glad about that as the Grand Master.
What is this? Shove off.
You stole my tongues that I stole from you. Nice.
Places the swords.
How about you? You don't exactly seem ready to burst with gladness about my consecration either.
Should I? I don't know if you deserve to be here. Sakaresh does. She has proven it for close to 10 years now. But you, maybe there is something to the Grandmaster's talk about you being one of these emissaries, and maybe you can indeed help us in some way. But you're still an outsider. No matter which crest you wear on your armor, that won't change.
Oof. Oof. You know, it's harsh, but I have to say, I don't blame you. I really don't.
Well, I suppose you could say that, yes. Natara, Tealor, and I passed our novitiate together.
Ah. So you three all joined the Order at the same time, huh?
You make it sound as if the Order is some kind of mercenary guild. You don't join the Order, you're chosen for it.
I was chosen.
Both Heranthiel and I come from a bloodline older than the stones of this temple. It was our path to become keepers, and we followed it. It wasn't much of a choice.
Just you and Aranthiel then. How about ThisJester?
That's a different story, and not one for today.
Tomorrow then. Ah.
You make it sound... It was our path to become
I wasn't expecting it to
and we
kick me out of
followed
this.
It wasn't much of a choice.
If you and Aranthiel became keepers together, did you also serve in Innoden, like him? Did you fight in the Great War?
No. But enough of the chit-chat.
Aw,
I'm really
come
not
on.
in the mood for it. Good luck with whatever the Grand Master has planned for you.
Come on, buddy, indulge me. Yeah. Can I not steal things accidentally on purpose? That would be amazeballs.
So,
I need Shadow Steel? The heck is Shadow Steel? I've never seen Shadow Steel in my... Hello. Okay. I get it. I'm not wanted here. Damn, Shadow Steel. What the... What the... Witch. That's how you stole my tongs, didn't you? Keep my eye on you, witch. What's your name again? Apprentice Blacksmith? Got my eye on you. Go. Alright.
Now look at that. It's the Prodigy.
Ah! Hey, Lashira.
Huh?
How did you open Nazur Ranthiel's order?
Now look at that. Someone who's actually interested in us as people, rather than in our knowledge about the Pyreans. But it's your lucky day. I really wouldn't mind a good talk right now. Hold on a second. Arizalian Brandy. Vintage 8214. What do you say? A glass and a good talk? There are a couple of things I wanted to ask you anyway.
You know, I wasn't expecting this, but it sounds good to me.
Alright then.
Holy shit. Is this extra content? Ooh.
When I hear you say that, I don't regret for a second that I never came back to Ostian. Even though I've thought about it from time to time.
You're from Ostian. Look more like a Skarg to me.
Wow! Finally, someone who says it up front. Yeah, I've got some Skarag blood in me, though comparably little in regards to how much it shows. My grandfather, he used to serve in the South Realms Marines. And one day they captured a ship of Skarag raiders, some of them women. Stories say he fell in love with one of them, and yeah, you can connect the dots. But to answer your original question, yes, I'm from Ostian. Though we fled the city around 10 years ago. The right choice, as I probably don't need to tell you. The temple was always a bunch of fanatical fuckheads, but that bastard High Priest Janus gave the word butcher an entirely new meaning.
One more thing about your ancestry. You know, I want to do like this really long family tree thing where I had to like kind of, you know, connect everything together. I'm so interested in you for some reason. One more thing about your ancestry. Do you know anything more about that woman your grandfather fell in love with? That's not an everyday story.
I know, and nah, I hardly know anything about her. Only that they were raiders and that she fled about 2 years after giving birth to me. Poor Grandpa. You should have seen how people reacted to the way I looked. Even as a kid, they always looked at me and my almond-shaped eyes as if they were expecting me to pull out a skull fetish any second and start putting curses on anyone in the vicinity.
Hey Kim. Don't judge me. This has to happen. Ooh, honestly, I'm not too surprised about what Janus did. Give someone too much power, and they show their real face.
Maybe. Warriors of the Creator. War against the infidels. The Creator's children don't even sugarcoat how radical their faith is anymore. And still, so many people join their ranks. It's fucking insane. But then again, I guess that's religion for you. Don't think for yourself anymore. Let someone else do it for you. At least it was for my brother.
You have a brother?
I had. He was about 15 years older than me, and was always a troubled child. Rakul. That was his name. You know, my family was very wealthy before we fled. Drapers for generations. The best in Ostium. I suppose that's why my father expected so much from Rakul, since I, as a woman, wouldn't have been allowed to take over the business when my father would have retired. But Rakul, he just wasn't made out for it, you know? He was shy and introverted, and never had a hand for money. I can't remember how often father told him that he was a disgrace to the family.
And then he found his faith and joined the Creator's Children?
You can call it that, yes. Looking back, I think the temple only gave him what father wouldn't. A perspective. The feeling of being needed. He spent almost all of his time in the temple after his conversion, and knew the entire Rania, their holy scripture, by heart. Well, and one day, he announced that simply attending the masses wasn't enough anymore. He would join the temple's warriors.
Sounds like your father failed miserably as a parent.
Come on. My brother wasn't the only young man with a difficult past. That's no excuse for anything. Of course, my father is to blame too, but the real culprits are these bastards called preachers who exploit the vulnerability of people like him and indoctrinate them with their fucking bullshit. And once that's done, they send them to fight for their holy causes. In other words, their own interests, like pawns on a chessboard. And if they die, then they call it a fucking honor. I'm sorry, my dame. Your youngest son just died. But don't worry, he's in a better place now, eating grapes and drinking honey. What solace, isn't it? Now, do you have any other neglected children for us? We're running short on material. Damn it, I hate those bastards. I just hate them so much.
Meat for the meat grinder, huh? And I suppose that's what happened to your brother too? He died fighting for the Creator?
He was slaughtered, hacked into pieces by Chancellor Baratheon's cavalry. That was before the peace treaty. I'd be surprised if they taught him what end of a lance to stab with before they sent him into the field. But, well, I guess that answers the question you asked me up in the temple, doesn't it? I was sick of seeing people using religion for their own ends. Creator, Lightborn, the Great Spirit. Same shit, different name. And you know what? No matter how much chaos the death of the gods caused, I don't regret being a part of it, not in the least. It was the right thing to do.
Quite the story.
Anyway, I'd say we call it quits for now, okay? It was good talking to you, but I'm dying for a nap. Take care.
See you, Lashari. Oh, fine drink. Kind of wish we had a bit of a to and fro rather than me just asking a bunch of questions. Like, she sort of asked me about my past as well a little bit, because it did feel a bit one-sided. I suppose that's how it goes with every character, because then everyone you'd have to tell about yourself over and over again. Just a minor thing. Where am I? I'm in the back of the kitchen, fair enough. Where am I exactly, though? It's definitely hard times. I am totally lost. I've never been here before. Unless I got very drunk at one point. That's an expert doll.
Malthus blessings, monsieur. Are you looking for something to read?
Actually looking for the way out, but something to read is good too. Oh, butcher art books. Look, I found these books in the ruin. What can you tell me about them?
By the, put that away. Are you mad? Don't go around showing these to people like a bloody bouquet.
Oh, I love you. Bloody bouquet. Why? What's wrong with them?
Apart from the fact that the pathless murderer wrote them, they're forbidden. I once had an idiot of an assistant who had the marvelous idea of buying these on the black market and selling them to intellectuals. Probably thought it'd impress me. Would have gotten us both into the Undercity if I hadn't noticed it before the Order did.
How come they're forbidden?
Well, they haven't always been. You know the story behind them, don't you?
Gods know.
At first, the Order reprinted them, thinking it would be a wonderful scare story to keep people on the righteous path. However, that didn't work out as they thought it would. People were fascinated by the story rather than appalled by it, and some even started imitating his crimes. You know, killing criminals for justice. Some bards even wrote songs about the Butcher of Ark. Path-abiding on the surface, but full of morbid fascination underneath.
I see. So that's when the Order forbade them.
After some years, yes. It was Truchessa Nataro del Verum, actually, who issued the decree. Nowadays, owning these books is forbidden and punished by a significant prison sentence, and the Order tries to burn every single issue they get their hands on.
But they haven't destroyed all of them, have they?
Well, if they had, you wouldn't be holding one, my friend, would you?
Correct. Any idea where I could find the other volumes?
Blazes, did you listen to a word I said? You're not getting any here if that's what you're asking. Look for them if your life depends on it, but leave me and the other path-abiding merchants out of it. Ah, and you might be careful parading around with these for another reason as well. The Order isn't the only one looking for them. Just some moons ago, the 2 guards protecting the original scripture were murdered and the book taken.
The original scripture?
Yes, the one the Butcher of Ark wrote himself. I assume the thieves were hoping it contained the forbidden passage about Jael Tannerson's initiation ritual, but as far as I know, not even the original has it. Well, long story short, you're treading on dangerous ground here. If it's a story you want, I recommend you get yourself something else to read.
Interesting. Initiation ritual, huh? Very interesting indeed.
Of course they have. You know how these bureaucrats are, but they will do it.
Very good. Thanks for your efforts, my friend.
Don't mention it. I just hope you know what you're doing. You know, many see the course the Order has taken since you came back as disquieting. Narazul's mages in the temple? An outlander as a keeper? It's a lot to take in.
I know, Jorik, but someone has to deal with the threat. And if we don't, no one will.
Yes, I suppose you're right.
Aha! It is I, the Outlander!
Prophet, did you find your way around?
I somehow found my way into a bar, which I couldn't quite figure out how to get out of. It was an ordeal, I tell you what.
Good. It is important that you get adjusted to this place. It will be the base of all operations to come. Right now, we are still in the dark as to the true nature of this cycle. All we have are fragments, but we will change that. There are 2 trails we have found. I want you to go after both of them.
Which ones?
The first one has to do with the stone fragments from Old Rashengrad. Pegast has not yet told you, but all of them together form a so-called sigil stone, which we urgently need. The Arcanists have already put it together, but we still lack a part of the ritual to activate it. And for that, we need the memory of a dead person. The second trail revolves around a discovery we made in the Heartland. It could be a significant, if not the only prospect we have in this fight. Where do you want to start?
Let's start with the discovery in the forest. What's it about?
I'll make it short. We assume that in the last cycle, the Pyrians worked on a machine which they hoped would save them from the cleansing. An old artifact which they tried to put back together.
Machine? How can machine help us against the cleansing?
Well, we do know that the cycle is not an ordinary threat. It functions in a way we have not even come close to comprehending, almost like a cosmic force. This makes it naive to believe one could face this threat like a foe made of flesh and blood. Maybe, however, this machine can. As I said, the Pyreans didn't invent this machine. They merely reconstructed it from old plans they found somewhere. And if they thought this idea was worth pursuing, we should at least look into it. Pegast found an old ruin named Old Dothelgrad, which seemed to be some kind of laboratory of the Dilgar, one of the ruling castes in the Pyrean era. She assumes that we might find hints about this machine there, or maybe even a prototype. I want you to help her in any way possible. Maybe your gift can reveal things normal eyes can't see.
Ah, what's the difference between the Dilgar and the Ishian?
They were the two different castes.
Ah,
and while the Ishian
yes,
valued
fascinating.
tradition,
Alright then,
the Dilgar
how can I
valued
help with the
progress.
ruins in Old
It's
Dothelgrad,
a
old
remote
man?
section of the Heartland. Keeper Sakaresh will accompany you there and show you the way. Good luck.
Thank you. We get to meet Kalia, who seems to still have a new face, which I thought I got rid of. Dagnabbit.